Hello and good morning. It is Wednesday, I believe. It doesn't really matter what day of the week it is anymore, I don't think. If you're still stuck inside and isolated and all that stuff, yeah, I don't think it really matters what day of the week it is. What does matter is that it's today. It's interesting. I've had a few conversations over the last few days. I came on a bit early today because there's a lot I want to say. But I've had a few conversations with people over the last few days, and I really upset them. Like, hey, good morning, Joanne. Not really upset them, but pissed them off. And it's for one simple, good morning, Charmaine. It's for one simple reason, because I'm telling them what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. I haven't spent a lot of time on social media over the last few months, other than, of course, doing these videos, for the main reason that there's so many people complaining and whining and talking about how much they're drinking and showing all the COVID food that they're baking. And it's creating this commiserate universe online where people are all okay with being depressed and being drunk all the time. And I don't want to be a part of it. Everything that we take in for information impacts us in some way. One of my childhood best friends, Jimmy Bursaw, commented on my post yesterday about NLP being an amazing thing if you're using it for you. But morning, Triffy. Wow, you're up early for you. Morning, Dougie. Morning, Davey. So he talked about how we get manipulated by NLP. Or some people do manipulate us. Understand that every message we're getting through the media is intentional. I'll show you a way that I've been, I don't want to say manipulating you, but in a way that I've been garnering extra trust with you. If you notice the tie and shirt combination that I'm wearing, actually the whole suit, tie, and shirt combination that I'm wearing currently, I wear this one a lot. And that's for the simple reason that a white shirt and red tie has been scientifically proven to be and dark suit, sorry, has been scientifically proven to be the best combination for a speaker to garner trust from his audience. If you doubt this, watch Trump. Regardless of what you think of him, he's got people around him who are doing their best to make sure that the message he puts out there is as manipulative as possible. And I'm not saying whether I'm pro or against what he's doing. What I'm saying is be aware. He's always or almost always wearing a red tie, a white shirt, and a dark suit. So why do I bring this up? Because when you understand that all of the messages coming in around you are being manipulated and trying to get you to act, every advertisement you see uses NLP, neurolinguistics programming. Every television show you see uses it. And once you become aware of it, you can counteract the effects. So why do I say this? Good question. Really, I want to say this because we are not powerless in our lives. We have the power to change everything in our experience. However, the first thing we have to do is sacrifice. So the first thing I did when I started changing all of my thought patterns and all of the things that I wanted from my life was I began with the sacrifice of canceling my cable television. Didn't mean that I didn't watch movies or television at all ever, but I did cancel all of the television that carried news and that carried advertising. It's getting harder and harder today to get rid of that because YouTube has brought out so many commercials within their videos, which is kind of crazy. But if we allow those negative messages, good morning, Neil. If we allow those negative messages to imprint upon us in an unconscious way, we're powerless to help ourselves against them. So a couple days ago, we talked about getting up earlier than you do so that you can find that time to be with yourself before the day starts. Good morning, Mike. Oh, brother. Nice to see you. you can't just set your alarm and hope to get up earlier. You have to consciously make the choice before you go to bed to sacrifice sleep, because you're not going to get to bed early the first night. Your body's not set up for that. You have to sacrifice that first hour of sleep. I know it sucks, but you have to give that up in order to get better. And it takes practice. It's not one time. It's not one thing. It's repetition. Repetition is the mother of learning. And only by creating that sacrifice over and over again will the other end adjust to give you enough sleep. You'll start going to bed earlier. But it takes a bit, a week, 2 weeks, who knows? Everybody's different. But it has to begin with sacrificing sleep. Much the same as when I first got into network marketing. Many years ago. I'm not active in it anymore. But I do think it's a fantastic thing for anybody who's thinking about joining a network marketing company. It's a fantastic learning program. I made a fair amount of money, made a lot of great lifelong friends, had some of the best experiences of my life. I don't do it anymore just because the stuff that I'm working on is stuff I've always wanted to work on. And unfortunately, it just doesn't fall within the spectrum of network marketing at the moment. It doesn't mean that it won't. I'm actually currently investigating something that might tie in with what I'm doing. But I remember the very first day that I conquered my fear of a big challenge. The first company I joined had me write out all of my contacts from my cell phone and call every single one of them. And I didn't have a good upline or mentor within the company who was willing to make those calls with me. What I had, though, was a dissatisfaction with the way things were going in my life. So one day, after a couple of months of, disappointing myself every day because I hadn't made the calls, I phoned every single one of those people on my list. And I screwed up every single phone call on that list. But I had this weird high that came after doing that because I had accomplished something that I had been trying to do for so long and let my mental state defeat me from doing. I heard it's 9 o'clock, so I'll wrap this up. I heard a former Navy SEAL talking about Hell Week. Good morning, Gary. Nice to see you back. And he said, a lot of guys fail out because they look at the whole week as one big thing. It's the exact opposite to what I was talking about yesterday. And Lorraine Bergstrand actually commented, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If you're looking at a big task you want to conquer in your life, something that you want to do, don't look at it as that one big goal. You have to keep the goal in mind, but break it down step by step. The Navy SEAL said that he didn't look at Hell Week as a whole week. He looked at it as one more sundown, one more sun up, another 2 hours before they get a break. And he broke it down into those small pieces so that those small pieces were edible, I guess for a lack of better terminology. But he was able to make it through Hell Week because he wasn't thinking, oh my gosh, I got 7 more days of this. He was thinking, all right, well, I just got to make it to the next break. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 a.m. There's more I want to say on it, but even coming on early, I couldn't get it all out. It is 9 a.m. Please rise to your feet for a glorious day. Every day we are given a new opportunity to choose the fate that we want. Our past does not equal our future. And I promise you, if there's something you want bad enough, you can get it. The information is out there. We have the technology. Lord knows we're talking on it right now. Please let your voices ring out in unison. For a glorious new beginning as things start to open up, we'll talk more about that at a different time for our national anthem. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons' command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Go make today great. We don't get another one, and we don't know for sure that we're going to be here tomorrow. It's not about scaring ourselves. That's about making the most of the opportunity. I believe it was Chael Sonnen, the UFC fighter, said his idea of hell is dying and meeting the person that he could have become. I promise you, you have it in you. If you're thinking about starting a business, if you're thinking about starting a hobby, your vocation and your avocation don't have to be the same thing. Whatever you love to do does not have to make you money, but go do it. We've been given an opportunity here, if you're still not working, to go create something that really gives you juice in life. I promise you, you're worth it. Have a fantastic day. I love you. Yeah, that's all I want to say. I love you. I appreciate you showing up every morning. And I want to hear your voices ringing out more. We're all in this together. We're not through it yet. But we're going to get through it together. I don't know. I got a little choked up after that one today. Some days it happens. Have a fantastic day. I love you. I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:55 a.m.-ish. It wasn't this morning. But, yeah, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And remember, every single voice counts. This isn't about one or race or religion or country or anything like that. It's about all of us coming together because we need to. The world's a lot better place when we do. See you tomorrow.